Okay, fucking forgot about everything else. No problem. You know what? Because we're not here to care about the problems. We are here to care about the solutions. Today, we are all of us congregated here once again on this beautiful land that is reality or something like that. And to talk about random stuff. Why? Because that is why we always talk about stuff. Because if it isn't random, we are not talking about anything. And if it isn't something completely came out of the mind of somebody who is crazy enough to think that what they think might not be the best idea, you might as well not keep thinking at all. Because in the resolution of your problems, it is that you find the solution itself. And in the process of thinking, you also find the fallacies that you yourself believe. Or something like that, I don't know. I am literally shit posting so far. How is everything going? Do we have good internet? Is it not crashing? I am I am going to stream, really. This is happening. Um this is the reality that we are having to deal with. Yeah. Okay. Internet. Go. Let me keep shaking. We have this. This works. Okay. We are supposedly fine. Supposedly, we are not completely. Well, not completely. We are not so sure if this is working or if this is not going to crash more than anything else because it is raining. Therefore, it is also having some thunders. Therefore, if a random thunder strikes the light poles of my street, I might as well not have internet. So yeah, we will see what the fuck happens here. Not that much to add so far. So yeah, I know I have the scene set up somewhere. Let me search for it. I here it is. Mahabharata. Transition. Okay, we're fine. Yeah, this is the correct thing. Yeah, transition. What? What? Is it working? Okay, there it is. Okay, we're fine. Welcome, Rusbon. Welcome. Welcome to myself. Welcome to the what? We are also fine. What? No, we have no. Do not tell. I didn't check the audio. I didn't check the audio. Fuck. But anyways, welcome, Vita. Welcome. Today we are reading the Mahabharata. Hey, wait. I am on the correct category, right? I am on talking. Yeah, I am on talking. We're fine. I was worried. So well, how is the audio? I didn't check the audio. I forgot to do that very basic thing. So give me a second because I want to check the audio. Monitor, and output. Okay, it should be. Wait, there was a random noise, but we're not going to pay attention to that. I don't know. Why is it so nice? No, wait, I kind of already know why. I finally, as I said before, I had my air conditioner not cleaned today. I took my time, I cleaned it, so we are working also with the air conditioning running. So that is another reason as to why we have so many background noise today specifically. But I hope it won't be so bad. So well, anyways, are we ready to start this magnificent book? Yeah, I have it. It is finally functioning. So well, as I said before, can I start? Yeah, I am rich. So that's why we are reading this book. Anyways, so far, what did we do or what did we read before? I do not remember. I know we were over something like. Okay, I know. I remember. We will basically over the whole. What was the name? Some Mahabharata. This is about. Or well, this specific part is about the love that two guys had. Yeah. Mahabharata. I'm pretty base myself. I will say, yeah. I am I am base. Wow. But this we were basically learning about Dushyanta, who had a kid with Shakuntala, and after having that kid, because they usually had relations, let's say, because that happened, he decided that he was going to marry her. But before doing that, he needed to go to his city to perform the correct rituals. So, no insult. What do you want me to say? Write it down and I will say it as soon as I read it, without even thinking what you wrote. So, you have the possibility of making me say slurs. Yeah. No. Anyways, so yes, now we're really on the Canto 74. This is after they have the whole intense action, so to speak. So let's continue. Canto 74. Sambhava continued. By Sampayana continued. Dushyanta leaves the asrama, promising Shakuntala that he will send for her. But the months pass. You didn't expect a Mahabharata stream. Thank you for being here. I hope you like it. Dushyanta leaves for Tesrama, promising Shakuntala that he will send for her. But the months pass. Her time comes and she delivers a magnificent child, a boy of shining Texas. When the child is 3 years, he blazes like Agni. He is handsome, generous and quickly, very accomplished as well. Kamba performs all rites of passage and teaches the child of great intelligence everything that he needs to know, so day by day he grows more splendid. His teeth are pearls, his locks shine, and even as a young boy he is so strong that he can kill lions. He has every auspicious line and mark in his palms. His brow is broad and lofty, his beauty and strength swell like the moon waxing during the bright fortnight. He grows like the son of a deva. When he is 6, he seizes lions and tigers, bears, bison, and even elephants and ties them to the great trees around the asrama. Some of these beasts he rides, and others he chases for sport. The rishis in Kamba's asrama name him Sarvadama because he subdues any beast, however strong. Boundless are his strength and vigor. When Kamba sees all this, he tells Shakuntala that the time has come for Sarvadamana to be crowned the Yuvaraja of his father's kingdom. Kamba says to his disciples, "Take Shakuntala and her son to her husband's city. Women should not live so long in their parents' homes, for it tarnishes their reputation, even their virtue. Take her to Dushyanta without delay." Okay, a little bit of an intermission. I did also a little bit of reading, or well, more like scheming, and we finally have some interesting things in this chapter that are worthy of analyzing. So, wow. So yes, continuing. Was okay here. The disciples set out with Shakuntala and her son for Hastinapura, city of elephants. Thus, the lovely forest woman and her son, handsome and radiant like a god, his eyes like lotus petals, leave the forest where both have grown, and where Dusyanata first met and knew Shakuntala. Book suggestions? No, I don't have it, but you can throw it anywhere. If you can get into the Discord. Think that you probably can't, Roswell, but anyways. Arriving in Hastinapura, she enters the king's palace and presents their son, who looks like the rising sun, to his father. Maharishis Kambas Sishyas bring Shakuntala to the king and immediately return to their hermitage. Shakuntala greets the king formally, love shining in her eyes. She says to Dushyanta, "My lord, this is your son. Now make him the Yuvaraja. You, Rajan, sired this child like a deva in me, and it is time you fulfill the oath you swore that he would become your heir. Remember, oh Dushyanta, everything that you say to me in my father's Kamba asrama." What? No, what? Wait, give me a second. You are in the fucking Discord. This is a containment breach. What? Oh my god, no, give me a second. How the fuck did you get in? You are not in the Discord. You are lying to me. Are you okay, Arnospon? Is everything fine? You are not in the Discord. Anyways, continue. Sorry for that bit. It was a bit. I didn't get nervous at all. Continue. The king remembers her well, but he says harshly, I do not remember anything. Who are you? Evil woman dressed as a sannyasini? I do not recall having any relations with you. Not of Dharma, Artha or Kama. You may go or stay here, as you please. I have nothing to do with you. Stricken, Shakuntala stands as if she has turned to stone or a wooden post. Then rage grips her and her eyes turn the color of copper and her lips quiver. The looks she gives to the king seems as if they will burn him to ashes, but she restrains herself and, with a great effort, quenches her rising fury. I have a Discord. I had it like... okay, without being meaningful to anybody, you always had the command on the title of the stream, you know. Yes, we have a Discord. So well, let me continue. Composing herself, though her heart seethes with rage and sorrow, equally she looks straight at Dushyanta and says to him in a quiet and dangerous voice, Dushyanta, you remember very well everything that happened between us. How do you now say, like some low-born man, O king, that you do not know me? Your heart is my witness, whether I speak truly or not. Do not demean yourself, for the liar is one who robs his own soul. He is capable of every sin. You think that you are the only one who knows what you did with me. Don't you know that the ancient, omniscient Narayana dwells in every heart and every moment? He knows your every sin, and yet you dare to sin in his presence. Every sinner thinks that his sins pass unnoticed, but the devas see everything as does he who lives in every heart. The sun, the moon, the air, the fire, the earth, the sky, water, the air, the heart itself, Yama, the day, the night, both Sandhyas and Dharma, all these witness everything that any man ever does. Surya's son, Yama ignores the sins of men with whom Narayana, the omniscient witness, is pleased. But Yama torments the men whom Narayana is not pleased. The gods never bless those that degrade themselves with falsehood. Why his own soul will not bless such a man? I am a devoted wife. It is true that I come here myself, but do not insult me because of that, O king. I am your wife and I deserve respect from you. Dare you dishonor me because I come here myself? Dare you treat me like some prostitute in the presence of all your court? This is incredible, no? Okay, give me a second because this is so long. But yes, I don't have anything else to add to the drum. What do you want me to add? Bubblegum? I don't know. I don't have literally anything to add to the drum. Why would I add something that I do not need? So yes, we did the most important thing. That was the microphone. So now we're only continuing with this amazing book. Pay attention. I want for nothing in the forest, and neither do I lead a sorry life. Do you hear me, Dushyanta? If you refuse to do what I ask, my curse will burst your head open in 100 pieces. A husband enters his wife's womb as seed, and emerges again as his son. This is why the sages who know the Vedas call a wife Gaya, she of whom one is born, and a son born to those that know the mantras of the Veda become the savior of departed ancestors. A son rescues his manes from the hell god Put, and so Brahma has named a son as Putra. Begetting a son, one conquers the three worlds. With a son's son, a man finds eternity. Through a great grandson, his grandsires obtain everlasting joy. A true wife is skilled in household matters. She who bears a son is a Dharmapatni. a good wife, as is she who is devoted to her husband. The good wife is chaste and knows no man other than her husband. His wife is half of a man. She is his dearest friend. She is the very root of Dharma, Artha and Kama. She is the seed of moksha. Married men perform their dharma, living contentedly in Grihastharama. They are cheerful, they have wives, they find fortune. Sweet-spoken wives are like friends, in whose company a man is joyful. In the performance of dharma, they are like fathers. Yeah, I am ready. They are like fathers. When a man is ill or sad, they are like mothers. Even when he travels through deep and dangerous forests, a good wife is a man's companion and solace. Everyone trusts a man who has a good wife. Oh, Rahan, a wife is a man's most treasured possession. Why? Even when a man leaves this world for Yama's realm, his wife, if she is devoted, goes with him. Fucking God. Is this? Is this? Is this a? Is this a sacrifice? Is this? Is, what? This is. I knew it was kind of intense, yes. I didn't know that it was intense to that extent. Anyways, God. What the fuck? A wife who departs before her husband waits for him, but if the husband goes first, the chaste wife follows close. Rahan, this is why marriage exists. A man enjoys his wife's companionship not only in this world, but in the next. Then the rishis all say that a man himself is born as his son, so he whose wife bare him a son must look upon her as his mother. Why? When a man sees the face of his son, like looking into a magical mirror, he feels as joyful as a virtuous man who attains Swarga. Yeah, it is kind of obviously biased, so yeah. But well, men suffering in the world from all its trial of body and mind feel as refreshed by their wife's company as one does having a cool bath on a hot and sweaty day. Not in anger should a man ever displease his wife, for everything his joy, fortune and virtue depend upon her. A wife is the sacred field in which the husband sows his seed and is born again. Not rishis can procreate without having wives. Which happiness can match what a father feels when he sees his son running into his arms and hugging him? Be the child covered in dust and dirt. Ah, then why are you so callous to your child who has come to you and looks with such longing at you to take him onto your lap? Even ants nurture their eggs with tender care. Then why do you, a great king of Dharma, refuse to acknowledge your son? Not a touch of the softest sandalwood paste, of the most feminine woman, of the purest, coolest water on a hot day can equal the feeling of clasping one's child in one's arms. A Brahmana is the fierce among all creatures that walk on two legs. The cow, the best of those that walk on four, a king, the foremost among one's guardians, and one's own son is the best of all beings and objects to touch and to hold. Embrace your beautiful son, O Dushyanta, and you will find no sensation on earth can equal that joy. O Parantapa, I bore this child in my womb for a full 3 years before I brought him forth to become the dispeller of all your sorrows. O Paurava king, when I gave birth to him, an Asariri from the sky said, he shall perform 100 Aswadmeha yagnas. Why? Men that travel to distant lands take other men's children onto their laps, sniff their heads, and feel great joy. Dushyanta, you know the Vedic mantras that Brahmanas chant when a son is born. You are born, O son of my body, you have sprung from my heart, you are my own self come as my son. Life to be 100 years, my life depends on you, and the continuation of my family, O son, living great joy for 100 years. Yes, this lustrous child has sprung from your body. Look at him and see yourself as you would your images in a still lake. He has been kindled by you, even as a sacrificial fire is from a domestic one. You are but one. Through him you have made yourself two. Rahan, you came hunting in the wilderness. I was a virgin, living in my father's asrama, and you importuned me. The six most beautiful apsaras are Urvasi, Parvachiti, Sahayan, Sahahanya, Menaka, Viswachi, and Gratachi. Among them, Brahma's daughter Menaka is the first. She came down to earth, and Viswamitra begot me on her. She gave birth to me in a valley of Himavat, and then, feeling no maternal love, she abandoned me as if I was someone else's child. Ah, I wonder what sin I committed in some other life that first my parents abandoned me, and now you, my husband, do the same. For myself, I am content to return to my father's canvas as Rama, but you must not renounce this child, your son. Yeah, we're back to more books. Lucianta, listen to all this, but then say... okay, sorry. It finally stopped. How many pages was that? Two? Two or three almost. Incredible. I kind of... sorry, I got agitated a little bit. Savagely, oh, okay. Duryanta listened to all of this, but then says savagely, Shukantala, women are given to lying, and I do not remember having begotten any child on you. Who will believe what you say? The promiscuous Menaka, who knows no affection even for her own child, is your mother, as you yourself say. She abandoned you upon Himavan's slopes, just as one discards the flowers offered to the devas during worship, when the worship is over. Your father, the lustful Viswamitra, was a Kshatriya, but chose to become a Brahmana. He, too, is cruel and careless that he abandoned you, but it is true that Menaka is the first among the Apsaras, and your father foremost of rishis. You are their daughter, yet you talk like a whore of Sindli. You do not deserve to be believed. Aren't you ashamed of yourself, casting aspersions, especially against me? Leave at once, you harlot dress as a Sanyasini. Where is the Maharishi Viswamitra, and where is the Apsara Menaka? Why are you deceiving? Vile woman, dressed as an ascetic. As for your son, he's a grown-up, while you insist on calling him a child. You say he's a boy, but look how strong and powerful he is. If he is just 6, as you claim, how is he so big, like a salad tree? For sure, you are a low-born, lying whore. You are begotten lustfully by Menaka, and not in love. I don't know you, or anything that you say. Go away. Go wherever you like. Very amazing discussion. Shakuntala replies, O king, you see the faults of others, be they not as small as a mustard seed, but know your own, which are bigger than a bilwa fruit. Menaka is an apsara. Indeed, she is reckoned to be the most beautiful of the Apsaras, their queen. Dushyanta, I am of much nobler and higher birth than you. You walk upon the earth, O Rahan, but I rob the sky at will. The comparison between you and me is as between a mustard seed and a mountain. Such is my power, mortal king. I can fly to the worlds of Indra, Kubera, Yama, and Varuna. What I came here to tell you, King of Dharma, is from the purest motives and not from any greed. Listen to me and forgive me for these comparisons between yourself and me. But an ugly man thinks of himself as being better looking than other men and mocks them, until he looks at his own face in a mirror for the first time. Then he sees the truth and the real difference of nature between himself and other men. The truly handsome man does not mock anyone. The evil man is always a reviler. Just as swine looks for filth even in a garden of flowers, the mocker always hears only vileness in anything that another tells him. Whatever it is, however, a wise man listens to the speech of others, good and evil mix, but like the goose which knows how to drink only the milk from a mixture of milk and water, he takes only the good. The honest man always hesitates to speak ill of others, but the evil ever delight to do so. The good always delight in showing regard to their elders, but the evil always finds pleasure in disparaging the good. The good are happy in never seeking faults, the evil are happy only in finding them. The wicked always speak ill of the good and the honest, yet, even if hurt by them, the good do not want the evil. What can be more absurd than those that are themselves evil accusing the good of being so, when even atheists grow angry at those that abandon truth and virtue and become like virulent serpents? What shall I say about myself, who have grown in faith? He who begets a son is his very image, and yet does not accept or love him, never attains to the world that he desires, for the gods destroy his fortune and take his possessions from him. The Peters have said that a son continues the race and bloodline, and so a son is the greatest yajna and dharma. No man should abandon his son. Manu tells all five kinds of son: a son begotten upon one's own wife, and gained as a gift from another, one brought from what? One bought for a consideration. Give me what? What? Is this is this is this a slavery? Probably something something like that, right? Anyways, kind of critical kid. One bought for a consideration, a child who becomes a son from love, and sons begotten upon woman other than one's wife. All these are sons. Sons support the dharma and the achievements of their fathers, and change their joy, and save the spirits of dead ancestors from hell. So, O tiger among Kshatriyas, it does not become you to abandon a son like yours. Accept and cherish your child, O Dushyanta, like your own self. Lion among kings, you degrade yourself by being deceitful. The creation and dedication of a tank brings more punya than digging 100 wells. Performing a yajna confers more merit than creating a sacred tank. A son is far more auspicious than a sacrifice, and the truth more sacred than 100 sons. What? Okay. Once the punya from 100 Aswamedhas was weighed against the truth, and the truth was found to be immeasurably heavier. Dushyanta, the truth is equal to the study of all the Vedas and bathing at all the sacred tirthas together. There is no other virtue to equal the truth, and nothing superior to the truth. The truth is God himself. O Kshatriya, truth is the highest vrata. So do not break your word to me, and be one with the truth. If you set no value by what I say, I will go away with no protest. Indeed, I must avoid the company of men like you, but, Dushyanta, when you die, this son of mine shall surely rule all this earth, surrounded by the four seas, and be crowned by the king of mountains. With this, Shakuntala turns on her heel and walks out of the king's presence. No sooner has she left than a great Asariri, a disembodied voice, speaks eagerly from the earth to Dushyanta, who sits amidst his priests, his gurus and ministers. The voice says, a mother is only the sheet of flesh. The son born from her is the father himself. O Dushyanta, cherish your son and do not demean Shakuntala. Best of men, a son is a form of the father's seed, and he rescues the spirit of the ancestors from the realm of Yama. You have this child's father, and Shakuntala spoke the truth. The husband leaves his body and is born from the wife as a son. Dushyanta, accept and love your son by Shakuntala. To try to live by forsaking one's living son is a terrible misfortune. Paurava, cherish your lofty son born to Shakuntala, and because you will accept and nurture this child at our word, he shall be called Mahabharata, the precious and cherished one. In that voice, the very gods speak thunderously to Dushyanta before all his garden people. Suddenly, Dushyanta's face lights up with great joy. The king cries, Did you all hear what the Asariri said? The command of the Devas. I always knew that this child was mine. Yet, if I had accepted him merely at what Shakuntala said, my people would have been suspicious and always harbored a doubt that the prince was not mine. Wow, he was so clever. I am completely convinced. Dushyanta? Wow. Oh, Bharatotama, once the heavenly voice has established that the child, Bharata, is indeed his son, Dushyanta is full of joy. He rises and clasps the powerful boy in his arms and performs every ritual that a father should for his son. He never stops hugging him and sniffing his head in adoration. What? Hello, Kindike. Welcome. I am not late to ring that. I am. Anyways, let me drink some water. we have done already like 9 pages or something like that. So well, in a sense, Kendrick, let me give you a quick rundown on what has happened. We're reading about a king that is accepting his son into his family. Basically that. That is the quickest I can do. But well, let me continue. The Brahmanas showered their blessings over the child and the bards of the court. The Suttas sing his praises. Dushyanta feels the unearthly delight that any father does when he touches his child. Do not worry, no problem at all. At the end of the day, we are really speeding up all of this, so we expect to end this. I don't think by the next year, but we will try to make it a reality. Dushyanta calls Shakuntala back and now welcomes her with fond and great love, pacifying her for the ordeal that he has subjected her to. He says, Devi, oh goddess, you and I were married in seclusion, with no witness. I was afraid that my people would think that it is no proper vivaha, but a chance encounter of lust, and hence our son illegitimate. They would have resented him being crowned the Yuvaraja. Oh, my love, I forgive everything you said to me in anger, because I love you more than my life, and have, since I first saw you, the Raharishi Dushyanta now welcomes his queen with offerings of perfumes, food, and drink. Thus, the Paurava names his son Mahabharata and crowns the magnificent child his heir. In time, the brilliant and famed wheels of the chariot of Mahabharata the Great will fill every corner of the earth with their sound, even like the Vimanas of the Devas. The son of Dushyanta subjugates every other king of the earth, and he rules with dharma, and unequal is his fame, becoming a king of kings. Lovers. Becoming a king of kings, the invincible Mahabharata becomes known as as Sarvabhauma. Okay, fine. Lord of all the world and Chakravarti. Countless sacrifices he performs, even like Indra, Lord of the Devas. Maharishi Kamba is the chief priest at those Mahayagnas, at which Mahabharata gives bounteous gifts to Brahmanas. The cow sacrifice and the horse sacrifice Mahabharata performs, and gives Kamba 1,000 coins of gold as the Ritvik's Dakshina. This is the mighty Mahabharata of numberless great achievements, after whom the lordly race of kings into which you are born is named, and in that royal house, godlike kings of great lustre are born, kings like Brahma himself. Their number is past counting, but scion of the race of Raharishi Mahabharata, I will name the main ones for Okay. I will name the main ones for you, king blessed with fortune, to rival that of the Devas, men of Dharma, devoted to the truth. Everybody get ready. We have let me see. Um, okay, there don't seem to be that much names. I um, yes, yes, there are a mix with words. So well, get ready for some names. Canto 75. Samhavaparva continued. Vaisampayana said, listen to this sacred genealogy of those Rajarishis with intenses Dharma, Artha, and Kama. Yeah, fucking names, but let's start. Daksha Prajapati, Manu, the son of Surya, Bharata, Ruru, Puru, and Ahamidha, sinless king. I will also recite the genealogies of the Yadavas, the Kurus and kings of the line of Bharata. These are sacred indeed, and their narration is an act of worship which confers wealth, fame, and a long life. Rahan, the men I have named are radiant and as Maharishis, and as powerful. Prachetas has 10 sons, all of them ascetics and righteous. In the most ancient times, they consumed with fire from their mouths forests of poisonous plants and fell trees that cover the earth. Prachetas' 11th son is Daksha, and from him all the creatures originated, and so he is called Prajapati. The Muni Daksha takes Virini to be his wife and begets 1,000 sons upon her, all great tapasvins. Narada teaches Daksha's 1,000 sons the Samkhya Marga as a way to moksha, and they never become creators or progenitors themselves, but wander the galaxies to find the ends of the universe, for Narada Muni subverts their minds. O Hanamehaya, Daksha Prajapati then begets 50 daughters, for his intention is to further creation, have it multiply and flourish. He says that their sons will belong to him as well as to their husbands. He gives 10 of his daughters to Dharma, 13 to Kashyapa, and 27 to Soma. And these nakshatras chart the course of the moon. Marichi's son, Kashyapa, begets the Adityas, among whom Indra is the eldest and the lord. On Daksha's eldest daughter, he also fathers Surya, who is called Vivaswat in her. Vivaswat, who is also called Martanda, begets Yama. He then sires another son of brilliant and fathomless intellect, called Manu. Manu possesses profound wisdom and is devoted to Dharma. He becomes the father of the human race, and they are called Manavas or Manushyas after him. Be they Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, or any other humans, they are called Manavas, for they are all descended from Manu. Later, O king, the Brahmanas and Kshatriyas mix their races. Manu's Brahmana sons devote themselves to studying the Veda. Manu sires 10 other children: Vena, Drishnu, Narishyan, Nabhaga, Ikshvaku, Karusha, Saryati, a daughter named Ila, Brisadrhu, and Nabhagarishta. All these live as Kshatriyas. Manu has 50 other sons on earth, but they died fighting one another. They learned Pururavas is Ila's son, and it is told that Ila is both his father and his mother. What? What? Wait, what? What? Okay. Okay. Anyways, sus, kinda sussy, but and it is told that Ila is both his father and his mother. Pururavas, the great cults, sway over 13 dvipas, continents, and though he is a man, his companions are all celestials. Drunk with power, his reason lost, Pururavas crosses the Brahmanas and robs them of their wealth, without fearing their anger. Sanat Kumarana comes down from Brahmaloka to advise him against this rashness, but Pururavas ignores his counsel. The Maharishi grows angry and with a curse destroys that greedy king in a moment. Yeah, I don't know, this is getting kind of weird, wild. Anyways, Parurabas first brings from the realm of the Gandharvas the three kinds of sacred fires for worship. He also brings the Apsara Urvashi to be his wife, and the son of Ilafater's 6 sons on Urvashi, Ayus, Timat, Amabasu, Drityahus, Banayus, and Satayus. Fucking all. Okay, we almost lost the connection. Almost. Let me check. Are we still up? Okay, no problem. There was a fucking thunder that struck the earth, so I don't know who we are find. Anyways, Ayus begets 4 sons: Nahusha, Beredhar Sarman, Rahingaya, and Anenas. On the daughter of Swarvhanu, of all the sons of Ayus, Nahusha is the most intelligent and powerful, and rules his vast kingdom with Dharma. I don't know. You can be the creator of that, Kendrick. Also, welcome, Markel. I hope you have a great looking. Let me continue. Nahusha has the support of the Piters, Devas, Rishis, Brahmanas, Gandharvas, Nagas, Rakshasas, Kshatriyas, and Vaisyas. For he is friendly towards all of them. He puts down crime and bands of brigands ruthlessly, and peace pervades his kingdom. But in his arrogance, he once commands the greatest Rishis to carry him upon their backs in his palanquin, like beasts of burden, and they curse Nahusha. Before that, he fascinates the Devas themselves with his charm and beauty, his asceticism, his strength, and all his brilliance. He rules like another Indra. Nahusha begets 6 sons, all well-spoken: Kalyati, Yayati, Sangyati, Ayati, and Dhruva. Yati takes sannyasa and becomes a Muni, like Brahma himself. Yayati becomes a sovereign of great power and dharma. He rules all of the earth, performs innumerable sacrifices, worships his manes and the Devas unfailingly, and is never vanquished in battle. Yayati's sons are all great archers and splendid with every virtue. He sires them in his 2 queens, Davayani and Sarmishta. Davayani's sons are the twins Yadu and Turvasu, and Sarmishta's sons are Drayu, Anu, and Puru. When he has ruled wisely and justly for many, many years, suddenly one day, through a curse, the infirmity of old age strikes Yayati like some dread disease. Gone is his splendor, his handsomeness, his virility. He calls his sons Yadu, Puru, Tarvasu, Dayu, and Anu, and says to them, "My sons, I want my youth back to enjoy the company of young women." Elevado. Okay. My sons, I want my youth back to enjoy the company of young women. You must help me. His eldest son, by Devayani, says, "What do you want us to do?" Yayati replies, "Take my age and give me your youth." My son, Rishi Usanas curse me and I have aged overnight. Yeah. Blah 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 blah. I have not satisfied my desires and they torment me. Oh, give me your youth to take my pleasures with it. At first, none of those sons will do what he asks. Then his youngest son, Puru, says, "I will take your infirmity upon myself and let you have my youth. I will rule your kingdom as you command, while you satisfy your every desire." The Raharishi Yayati uses his Tapasya Shakti to take Puru's youth and give a young man his own old age. Yayati is young again, and Puru is an old man, and Puru rules the kingdom in his father's name. 1,000 years pass, and Yayati Rahavriyarga remains as strong and viril as a tiger. He enjoys his wives to his heart's content, and in the gardens of the Gandhara king Chitraratha, he enjoys the Apsara Viswachi, but even after 1,000 years and more, the king finds that his desires rage on, undimmed. Well, Very, very, very. Yayati remembers something that he has read in the Purana. Desire can never be quenched by indulgence. It is like pouring ghee into a fire to extinguish it. The flames only burn more fiercely. Not he that owns all the wealth in the world, all its gold, diamonds, beasts, and women will find himself satisfied, but will only crave for more. Only the man who does not sin in thought, deed, or word attains to the purity of Brahmana, and finds joy and peace in his own soul. When a man fears nothing, and is feared by nothing and no one, when he wishes for nothing but is content, when he has no living thing, he attains eternal peace, Brahmanirvana. Well, there it is. So by that really is a good take. Clap, clap, clap. No, sorry. Clap. Clap. Very, very, very good one. I think the only problem that I kind of have, yeah, I think, as I was trying to say, the only problem is that there lacks a little bit of explanation, even more because you have the possibility of using what gods as context for what you are saying, but by itself it really is a good take, so to speak, because this one is not like the wives and all of that one where you really find that even if some parts could be useful, there is a lot of the message that does not really have a use in this actual era. This one is useful in its completeness, but lacks a little bit more of details. I guess, and as I was reading it, here, what is it? I am blind. Over here, when he wishes for nothing but is content. This, I think, this means, in this case, we could even interpret it as you do not even need to think about anything else. You just need to be content with everything you have. Therefore, you do not need a reason as to why this part of the text is great. This is the response itself. So, time to let go of your desires, my friend. Just be happy, or something like that. But well, continuing. Sorry. No, what the fuck was that? No. Anyways, after no, what I did, no, I'm a beast, yeah. After his long years of every indulgence, Yayat is wise enough to realize that desire can never be satisfied with indulgence. Yayati steals his mind with Diana. He takes his old age back from his son and returns Purusyo to him. He grows Purukin and says to him, "You are my true heir, my only real son. From now, let our royal line be known by your name. Let my Vamsa be called the Pauravas." Then Yayati leaves for the mountain of Brigu to devote himself to Sannyasa. After years of tapasya and acquiring great spiritual punya, his wives and he fast until their spirits leave their bodies and they attain Swarga. This is the second fucking time that something like this is said. Do not fast until your spirit leaves your body, please. I do not agree with this. I do not agree with this belief. Do not fast until your spirit leaves your body. Even if you attain Swarga. No, do not do that. Okay, Canto 67. Samkhava continued. Kanamehaya said, "Profound Muni, rich with ascetic wealth, tell me how my ancestor Yayati, born in the 10th generation from Prajapati, manages to make the daughter of Shukra his wife. Tell me of this in detail. Also, tell me about all the kings that founded the different dynasties." My Sampayana said, "King Yayati is as splendid as Indra himself. I will tell you, O Kanamehaya, who bought Shukra and Vishaparvan, give him their daughters to be his wives. I will tell you especially about Devayani of old, the Devas and the Asuras fight for the sovereignty of the three worlds and everything in them. The Devas make Angira's son Brihaspati their priest to perform the yajnas for them, and the Asuras make Shukra, also called Usana's theirs. Between the two Brahmanas there is always rivalry, each deriding the other and extolling himself. Shukra knows the Ratasanjivini Vidya, the arcane art of bringing the dead back to life, and during any Devashura Yudha, a war between the gods and the demons, he will revive the Asuras that are slain, and the Danavas and Daityas will come roaring back to fight. The Asuras also kill many of the Deva warriors, but Brihaspati does not know the Sanjavini and cannot bring them back to life. The Devas despair. They are in terror of Usana's Vidya. They go to Brihaspati's eldest son, Kacha, and say to him, "We bow to you and ask you to do us a service that we consider a great one. We beg you learn the Rita Sangha. Fuck. Too much words. We beg you learn the Rita Sanjivini from the Shukra Bhargava. Oh, that mighty Brahmana. You will find him in the court of Brishaparvan. He always protects the Asuras, but not us. You are younger than he is, and you can worship him reverently. You can also pay tribute to Devayani, who is Shukra's favorite daughter. Surely, only you, Kacha, can please both of them, and by flattering Devayani with every sweetness, fawning on her, you can acquire the Sanjivini from her father." Brihaspati's son says, "So be it," and goes to Brishaparvan, the Ashura king's capital. Seeing Shukra in the Danava's lavish court, Kacha folds his hands and says humbly, "I am the grandson of Rishi Angiras and the son of Brihaspati. I am called Kacha. Take me for your Shishya. If you become my guru, I will be a brahmachari for 1,000 years, and your disciple. Command me, O Brahmana." Shukra, who is called Kavya or Usanas as well, says, "You are welcome, Kacha. I will take you to be my disciple and treat you with regard, for I will be showing Brihaspati regard if I do." Kacha says, "I thank you, my lord," and at once swears a vow of brahmacharya, celibacy for 1,000 years. With that, he becomes Shukra's Sishya and begins to serve and please both his master as well as Shukra's daughter, Devayani. Kacha is young, as is Devayani, and he will sing and dance for her and play on several instruments. O Maharatotama, devoting himself, he brings her flowers and fruit, and does her bidding with alacrity. Whatever she wants done, she, too, sweet-natured maiden, will sing for him and look after his every need when they are alone together, even as he kept his vow unflinchingly. When 500 years pass, the Danavas learn Kacha's true intention. They are furious, and seeing him alone in the forest one day with Shukra's cows, they kill him, cut his body into pieces, and feed him to wolves and jackals. They have no compunction about killing a Brahmana. They detest Brahaspati, and of course they want to keep Kacha from acquiring the secret of Rita Sanjavini, the art of reviving the dead. Man. Fucking brutal, man. Anyways, come twilight and the ghosts return to their fold without the Kacha. Devayani says to her father Shukra, "Your evening fire has been lit and the sun has set. Father, the cows have come home, but Kacha is not with them. He is either lost or dead, and I cannot live without him." Shukra says, "I will bring him back." With the Sanjavini Vidya, Shukra calls Kacha to return. The shreds of the disciple's body tear open the bodies of the jackals and wolves that have eaten him, and unite into a living Kacha, who, full of joy, appears before his guru. Devayani demands of him, "Why are you so late?" Kacha says too. So, okay, he did a ritual, he revived somebody, and he asked why this person is late. Nothing else to add. Kacha says to Bhargava's daughter, I was dead. I was coming home with fuel for the fire, with usagrass and wood. I sat under a Nyagrotha tree, and the cows also cropped grass in the shade. Some Asura saw me and asked, "Who are you?" I replied, "I'm Brihaspati's son." As soon as I said this, the Danavas killed me, cut my body into pieces, and fed it to wolves and jackals. Then they went away, singing for joy, sweat Devayani. Then your father called out to me, and I have returned to you from the dead. Another day, Kacha goes into the forest to gather flowers for Devayani. The Danava see him, kill him again, and pounding him into a paste, dissolve him in the sea. When he does not come home, Devayani again goes in tears to her father once more. Shukra calls Kacha with his Sanghivini, and the disciple appears whole and alive before his guru and recounts what had happened. Um, this, this is comedy. Is this comedy? Is this comedic timing? this time there is not even a fucking description. The third time the Asuras kill Kacha. Nothing else. The third time the Asuras kill Kacha. They burn his body to ashes and then mixed those ashes in wine and gave the wine to Shukra himself to drink. Come night, and when Kacha does not return, Devayani says to her father, "Father, Kacha went to pick flowers with me, but he has not come home. He is either lost or dead, and I will not live without him." Shukra says, "Child, Brahaspati's son has been killed again. Each time I bring him back from Yama's realm, and again he's killed. I am afraid I can do nothing for Kacha." Devayani, don't cry. You should not grieve over a mortal. Why? Because of my power. The Brahmanas, the Devas with Indra, the Vasus and Aswins, the Asuras, and indeed all the universe worship you. During the 3 Sandhyas, forget Kacha. During the 3 Sandhyas, forget Kacha now because he is killed as often as I revive him. Devayani replies, "How can I forget him and not grieve for him, whose grandfather is the ancient Angiras, whose father is Brihaspati, both great rishis, and who is himself an ocean of tapasya? Kacha is a brahmachari and a sannyasi, always caring and skilled in everything that he does. I mean to fast to death and follow Kacha where he has gone. Oh, father, I love the handsome Brahmana." Maharishi Shukra, William Book. What? Welcome to the complete Mahabharata. I do not know who is William Book. This is not William Book. William Book. No, sorry. Maharishi Shukra sees his daughter grief-stricken and grows angry. He says, "The Asuras dare kill my Sishya who lives in my house. Killing a Brahmana is the worst of all sins and will consume Indra himself. The Rudrabhakta Asuras make me a party to their crime when I revive Kacha and they kill him again. They want me to lose my character as a Brahmana." Compelled by Devayani, Shukra is about to call Kacha back again from the dead. But Kacha fears what might happen to his guru and says from his master's belly, What? 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 Isn't this person dead? This is fucking comedy. What the fuck is this? Is shitposting, man. This is ¿Qué onda? Are you here? ¿Qué onda? You have your emperor here, man. This is your emperor. Literally, it is here in front of us. It was what? Anyways, compelled by Devayani, Shukra is about to call Kacha back again from the dead, but Kacha fears what might happen to his guru and says from his master's belly, "Oh master, I am Kacha who worship you." Okay. I know who. Well, now I have the context. No, this is Menon Ramesh. This is the version that we are reading. the Menon Ramesh one. I don't know. I think it was from the 1920s or something like that. This one, we were reading that one basically. I didn't even know there was other version, probably more better translated than this one. Okay. Pay attention because this is comedy, John. Like this is comedy. From his master's belly, he says, "Oh master, I am Kacha who worship you. Treat me like your own son. Be kind to me, my lord." ¿Qué lo uso, no? Bueno, we're in a moment of emperor, literally. sorry for being disrespectful, but this is it. Shukra says, "How did you enter my stomach? I will leave the Ashuras this moment and join the Devas." Kacha says, "By your grace, I remember everything that happened. My punya is intact and my tapasya shakti. With this, I am able to endure the pain that savages me. Oh Guru, the Ashuras kill me, burn me to ashes, then mix the ashes in your wine. That is how I am in your belly. But as long as you are alive, the craft of the Ashuras will never prevail over the science of the Brahmana." Yeah, candosos. Shukra says to Devayani, "My child, how can I help you now? Kacha is inside me. The only way he can live again is if I die. He cannot emerge unless he rends my belly and kills me." Why? Devayani sobs. "Both your lives are equally precious to me, and both your deaths would savage me equally. If either of you dies, so will I." Then Shukra says, "Oh son of Brihaspati, you can count yourself successful in all your endeavors, because Devayani loves you well. If you are not Indra disguised as Kacha, learn the Nrita Sanjivini from me today. No one can come out alive from my stomach, but a Brahmana must not be killed. So learn the Sanjivini from me, then be born even as my son, rending my belly. But be sure that when you are alive again, you act with grace." Yeah. Kacha learns the secret art of reviving the dead from Shukra. Then he tears open his master's belly and emerges as luminous as the moon on the 15th day of the bright fortnight. He sees his guru's remains lying before him like a heap of tapasya, and, using the Sanjivini, Kacha restores Shukra to life. Worshipping him with love, Kacha says to his guru, "I was ignorant until you poured Yanamrita, the nectar of knowledge, into my ears. You are my father and my mother, Lord. He who is ingrate enough to take knowledge from his guru, who is the most precious of all precious things in the world, who must be worshipped and then causes his master injury, shall be hated in the world and damned to find hell for himself." Shukra looks at the handsome Kacha and thinks of how he had drunk him mixed with wine. He thinks furiously of how the Asuras had deceived him when he was drunk. Rising in anger, Mahatman Shukra cries, "From this day, any Brahmana who drinks wine shall lose all his punya and be considered as having committed Paramahatya. He shall be despised in this world and all the others. I, Shukra Bhagarava, declare this, and let the Brahmanas, honest to men, the Devas, mental reverted superiors, and the true worlds hear this edict of mine, which shall regulate the conduct and preserve the dignity of Brahmanas everywhere." Okay, primordial Brahmana law: do not drink wine. No what? Then he summons the Asuras, whom fate has robbed of their reason. He says to them, "Foolish Danavas, Kacha has what he wants. He has learned the Sanjivini Vidya and is now as powerful as Brahma himself. He will live with me." With that, Shukra fell silent. In some disarray, the confounded demons returned to their homes. Kacha has now spent a full 1,000 years with his guru and prepares to return to Devaloka with his master's leave. Okay. Canto 77. How much have we read already? How much I have in streaming? Can somebody tell me? No, I will check it myself. I am a clock. I knew that we were already in the hour mark. Incredible. Anyways, let me do this one before checking. Okay, yes, it is short. So let me do this one, and after this, we will really be done for today. Canto 77. Mahabharata continued. Vaisambhayana said, when the 1,000 years of his vow end, Kacha, with his guru's permission, is about to depart for Devaloka, when Devayana says to him, O Kacha, grandson of Angiras Muni, resplendent are your beard and candor, your learning, humility, and your asceticism, even as my father worships and honors the Muni Angiras. I adore and revere your father, Brihaspati. Remember this and listen to what I have to say. Recall how I disported myself with you during the years of your vow of Brahmacharya. Now the time of your Bharata is over. Now I ask you to turn your love towards me. I ask you to marry me with mantras from the Veda. Kacha replies, I respect and worship you just as I do your father. Why, beautiful and faultless Devayani? I adore you even more than him. My guru Shukra Bhargava loves you more than his own life. As his daughter, you merit my worship. I beg you, do not ask me to marry you. Devayani replies, you also are the son of a great father and deserving of my reverence and worship. Oh, Kacha, best among Brahmanas, have you forgotten the love I showed you for you when the Asuras killed you time and again? Recall that affection and my devotion, and do not abandon me for no fault of mine. I truly love you. Kacha says, Punyavrata, do not ask me again to commit such a sin. Lovely one, be kind to me still. I hold you in high esteem that I do my master. Virtuous one, your face like the moon, your eyes long as lotus petals. You are Shukra's Kaviya's child. Do not forget that I, too, was born from his body. You are my sister, and we have passed our days happily together. We understand each other perfectly, and I now beg you to allow me to return to my home in the sky. Bless me that I have a safe journey. Whenever you think of me or speak of me, you must remember me as one who did not break Dharma. I ask you to always serve my Guru readily and single-mindedly. Devayana replies in anger, if you refuse to make me your wife even after I have begged you, O Kacha, may all your tapasya and jnana be fruitless. Kacha says, I have refused you only because you are my Guru's daughter and not because any flaw or fault. Also, my Guru has not said anything to me about marrying you. If it pleases you, curse me. I have told you what I must do. Being a rishi, I do not deserve your curse, Devayani, but you have cursed me. You have cursed me from passion and not from any sense of dharma. What you want shall never happen. I know. You have cursed me from passion and not from any sense of dharma. What you want shall never happen, and I say to you that no rishi's son will ever marry you. You have said that my learning will prove fruitless, so be it. But I say that it shall prove fruitful to whomever I teach the Vidya. With that, Kacha flies back to Devaloka, where Indra and the other devas come out to worship him with Bhatya and Arghya. Indra says, you have achieved what seemed impossible and you shall have immortal fame for this. Oh Kacha, you will have a share in the Havis from every fire. There it is. No more, because we literally went over Emperor, so this is craziness. Yeah. This was, anyways, a long Canto 60. I think it was 66, was very long, so we're kind of done for today. The only thing that I really liked was the whole idea. I think that is really ascetic, the part of not being shackled by the desires. But as I said before, one of the things that have yes, we're literally ending. So yes, A quick rundown. Okay, let me let me tell you. Basically, we went over the whole. I don't. If you know what we did before, basically, the guy who had a yeah incest. The guy who married somebody who was in a place also very weird was so to speak after married someone. They did it privately. Because they did it privately, he needed to prove his whole country because he was the king of that country that it happened. So he went and proved his wife to be his, so to speak. That happened on one hand. After that, because this is obviously a story that is being told to another, we change from that specific part to after that ended the rundown on the whole story. In this case, of how somebody, what was the name? Kacha. Okay, on how Kacha obtained the the knowledge to revive. In this case, the Devas. And basically, the story of Kacha is very interesting because let me find it for you. I try to not be disrespectful, but it has a lot of comedy, you know? So, or well, it feels like it has comedy in it because where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Shukra says to Devayani, "My child, how can I help you now? Kacha is inside me. The only way he can live again is if I die. He cannot emerge unless he rends my belly and kills me. It is, I am only enjoying the readings. Do not condemn me, dear Brahmana. Do not kill me. Do not curse me." But yes, we literally went over Emperor because to learn how to revive others, this guy got killed so many times that in one of the occasions, or in the last one, he literally had to be reborn from the insides of his master. So yes, Ark. This was a really interesting book, basically. That is all I can say. Now we're done with this because after that he left to his city, and now the next thing that will happen is we will see how Kacha uses that knowledge, or if he lends it to other person. I don't know what he will do, but yes, basically that. So far, amazing. Oh, there was a lesson somewhere around up that was about being ascetical, and it was also interesting. So basically that. Now let me transition to here so I can do my things in secret. But well, meanwhile, as always, I hope everybody who was here had a great hearing of this story of the amazing Mahabharata. There are always lessons to be learned aside from the whole text itself. I should write down where I left. Which Canto 78, okay. Canto 78. And well, as always, also, as I was going to say, thanks to those who said something, to dear lurkers, to those who enjoy watching the VOD, and what else? To everybody in general. Sorry if I forget about you, but everybody in general, thanks. So let me check. Okay, at least those who I have here, I hope I don't miss anyone, is thanks. I didn't ask how to say this name. I am sorry if I say it incorrectly. Emisan, Sonowono, Kyondike, Bunkum, obviously, Piggy, Runspoon, Merly, Arkia, and I think I am not forgetting anybody. I think who tag in the chat. So with that, we are finally done. Let me find somebody to raid. Kuku Cairo. We are raiding this way. Why? Why not? That is the real question. No. We are raiding el colon. El colon Q. this person does programming, and you can even go there and insert el coloquio. Let me read. Give me a second. Let me copy this. Here, there it is. No, incorrecto, man. Fuck. There it is. Fuck. Sorry. I got anxious. I am a... There it is. Sorry. No, anyways. Thanks for being here, everybody. We shall read or dear content creator, el colonquio. Yeah, I kind of got nervous. Sorry. Yeah. No, what? Anyways, let me. There it is. Right now. Xiao Xiao Shovels.